What's going on, guys? Sorry, I really meant to get this video out last week, but I injured my lower back. My computer was giving me issues, plus the new Call of Duty came out. So that was just the perfect recipe for me to kind of slack off this week. So sorry about that, but I'll be working hard to get at least two videos out this week to make up for it. So here is just a shoulder mobility warm-up I like to do on my upper body days. I get either a PVC pipe or a band and grip it as narrow as I can while keeping my arms straight and going all the way around just to stretch out the shoulders, stretch out the chest, and get them warmed up as well. And I'll just do that about 30 times total. And then I'm going into a cable external rotation. This just helps keep the rotator cuffs conditioned as well as just warm them up. So what I like to do is 15 to 30 reps, 3 to 4 sets tops, maybe 2 to 3 times a week. I've found that since doing these, incorporating these regularly, that I've definitely gotten or started to notice that my shoulder clicks and feels little pains a lot less. Alright, so starting off on our first compound movement, the overhead press. I do usually like to do these standing, but I just injured my lower back, so I definitely did not want to aggravate that. So just starting off with a warm-up here, 12 to 15 reps. When it comes to warming up, guys, especially when you're trying to hit some good weight, you want to up it as quickly as possible. You want to get to the weight you're going to be using in your working sets within 2 to 3 sets tops so you don't fatigue yourself and you can hit as much weight as possible. So here I just decided to go straight for the 185, trying to hit 5 reps. Pretty much just going for a 5x5 here on the overhead press. Yeah, so definitely a struggle. 3. And this fourth one, I was just like, ooh, that got really hard. So only got 4 there. Kind of fatigued myself out, so I had to drop down to 165 to finish the rest of those 4 working sets. But these I was able to hit pretty clean, going all the way down, all the way up. So also, I am arcing my back a good amount just to get a little bit more upper chest activation. And again, I just wanted to start with the overhead press here. And even like I knew it was going to lower my bench a little bit, but like I said, I'm still getting some decent upper chest activation. And I knew this was going to be my hardest movement, so this is what I wanted to start out with. Then just finishing up with a few pumps there. And then going into incline press, as I did want to focus the upper chest this time around, hence starting with the overhead press and incline. Typically, I would go to the dumbbells at this point, but again, I just didn't want to be unracking and racking heavy ass dumbbells with my lower back bothering me. So here I believe I was trying to go for 4 by 8 to 10, so really aiming for 8 reps. The first 185 went up pretty easy, so decided to go up to 205. And another thing to take note of is I do usually like to go slightly closer grip on the incline, as your upper chest does assist in flexion, raising the arm up in front of you. So I've found with a little bit more narrow grip, I feel it more in the upper chest. And then I decided to just do a double drop set here, drop the 25 off, left on the 10, just hitting as many as I can. And then again, one more, dropping the 10 off and just pumping them out as many as I can here. And you'll notice I even go a little bit less range of motion, just focusing on that time under tension now, not so much the weight. And then going into the machine press with a static hold as you press the other one. Here I was going for 4 by 8 to 10, once again, just with that static hold there. Just nice and controlled, guys. Full range of motion there. Boom. Also, you're going to notice that I'm able to maintain weight pretty much through this whole workout until I get to the isolations. Like, I'm right around the same weight for almost all this stuff, even after hitting the overhead press. And that's because I'm not going to absolute failure. I'm trying to stop 1 rep short so I don't get that central fatigue. So for those of you who don't know, there's two different types of fatigue. We have peripheral fatigue, which is the fatiguing of the muscles, and central fatigue, which is the fatiguing of the central nervous system. That happens from absolute failure, or more so from absolute failure. So you'll notice that if you do that, you really aren't able to maintain weight. You might even have to drop weight a lot quicker than you would just waiting to fail on the last set of each exercise. There is, of course, an exception for isolation. So then I went on to the hex press and was hitting, again, 4 by 10 to 12 here. Here you just want to focus on those elbows coming out and straight up in together. I also kind of go down towards my lower chest as I go down, and then I go up over my upper chest as I go up. Again, thinking back to how the upper chest assists in flexion. All right, so then just finishing off the chest with a little superset here, 12 to 15, or I was just going 8 to 12, keeping it a little heavier today. 8 to 12 low to high flies. The first going up high across the upper chest, and then pumping out some more down at the lower chest here. This is a great superset. You get a great pump. Feels awesome. Something I highly recommend trying for a nice burnout. And I went for just 3 sets here. Yeah. And then finishing up with just finishing off the front delts. You know, we hit them in the beginning and you're using them the whole time. You're hitting chest. So we're just finishing them off with cable front raises. I love these because you can get a stretch and you have tension through the whole movement. Finishing them off with a superset with just plate raises with a twist at the top, just forcing you to static hold. This was my last set, so I didn't hit the 8 to 12 twists, but I just did as many as I could and then just pumped out the raises. All right, that'll do it for this commentary. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you found some of this useful. Please comment, like, dislike, whatever. Let me know if you're enjoying these videos. Let me know if I should do more commentaries, less, whatever. Like I said, I'll be getting at least one more video out this week to make up for last week. And I will see you guys next time.